Hey everyone, it's Polaris. I'm a little awkward recording in my home, but my roommate's in the shower right now, so it's like, oh, perfect time to record. I wanted to do like a check-in, but I also wanted to share how my little plant babies are doing. So in my pantry, oh my gosh, hang on, it's locking. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I like this is sanitized, but I a wet paper towel in here of my little. This is my avocado. Her name is Avery. Um, I'm trying to grow her from an avocado pit, but she has split, and hopefully you can see there is like a little baby stem starting to form. I kind of had her wrapped like pretty tight. Um, And after the 2 weeks, I was like, maybe I probably shouldn't have her wrapped too tight so she has room to grow. So I loosened up that little wet paper towel. And she's just kind of just sitting there. Once she gets to, once her stem grows more, then I need to trim it and then put her in some water. I'm actually going to go outside. Nah, I don't need shoes. But I'm going to kind of like put my phone down here for a second. Because I put my other plants outside, so they hopefully. And so far, my cactus is doing a little bit better. This is the pot I put her in. This is actually a gift from one of my preschool students. So I'm very emotionally attached to this plant, and she was not doing well in the last pot, so I gave her new soil and gave her a bigger pot. And then in here I have it covered. But these are supposed to be strawberries. But I just don't get like enough sunlight in this place that I'm living at, but the next place I'm living at, I'm actually going to be getting, hang on, let me go back inside. There's going to be more sun where I'm going to be moving. Also, I just want to meet my roommate's cat. Oh, you saying hi? It's so sweet of you. This cat, he's so funny. He like, remember my roommate's here? He like pretends not to give about me. And like, but when my roommate's gone, he'll be like loving up on me, he'll be rubbing on me, and like wanting pets and wanting me to play with him. But as soon as my roommate's here, he runs away and pretends like I don't exist and won't even let me pet him. And I'm like, that's just rude. And then so my room's like a tiny mess. So I'm just like, here, stare at me from the from the background. I don't remember the last thing I said, but he loves my partner. Like every time my partner comes around, he like will come out and like let him pet him and like roll on his back so his belly's all shown. And my roommate and I were both looking at each other, we're like, what the heck? Like he literally doesn't even act like that with both of us. So shout out to my partner. Also in here, I'm making jojoba oil and a rosemary blend. So we should just come in here and shake it up. But I don't get like direct sunlight into any of my windows in my house. And I love this little townhome I've been living in. But most days it does feel like I'm just living in a cave. I'm gonna put this on the tripod. Maybe make a little fancier, turn on the light. Hello? It's not gonna turn on? What's happening? What is... Oh, there it goes. Oh my gosh. I've never had that much issue with it turning on like that. It's okay. But I just want to check in with how things have been going. My partner and I'm just super excited for the move. And just like making these little steps every day towards it. And I'm just getting, at first, I was super overwhelmed. So I'm going to jump back real quick because I want to like share this story. I was feeling super overwhelmed and stressed out. And for those who've been following me for a long time, because I know there's some people out there that have been following me since when I first made this channel, when I first moved out to Davis, y'all remember I was really emotional, I was really stressed out, I was crying, and just a lot. That's a normal for me. So this time around, I was super stressed out. I was crying like every day for like a week and a half. Like not just like oh haha, like little tears. Like I was sobbing. Like I was so overwhelmed and stressed, and I was kind of I'm definitely nicer to myself, but I definitely had days where I would get mad at myself for being overwhelmed and stressed and not feeling excited or feeling like I should feel excited more or whatever. But I still let myself feel my feelings and opened up with my partner about how I've been feeling. And even asked my friend for help to help me pack and get rid of stuff, which honestly that she helped me with the hardest part of this whole thing because everything else now I have like I kind of like saw her mindset of things we would get rid of, and so now I just like keep in mind of like when I'm looking at stuff I'm like okay what would she say too, like would she be like do you need this, um and also just realizing I don't need a lot of stuff, but anyways, but I was feeling super overwhelmed and stressed, and when I was feeling that way I also would not think I looked the best, and my self-image kind of was going down. And um yesterday I decided to do like my like skincare like routine and just like my reset. So what I do for that is I do like a hair mask and I wash my hair really good. I do like an exfoliating body scrub. I put on like a face mask and I just literally just like scrub off all this old energy and worries that don't need to stay clinging to me and literally just wash it away. And after I got out of the shower, I was like, wow, I look good. I should do this more often when I look dull. And I was like, up. No. I should do this routine more often when I feel dull. Because realistically, like, I haven't changed. My appearance hasn't changed. It's just my perception on how I'm feeling right now. I don't feel great right now. So, of course, I don't think I look good when I don't feel great. But now that I feel great, because I exfoliated myself and I took care of my body in a physical and more of a spiritual way, now I think I look better, right? But technically I haven't changed. Um, so I feel really reset and really taking that message to heart. Like that's why I'm even repeating it on this video in case someone else needs to hear it, but mostly as a reminder to myself and repeating it out loud of like I need to follow this routine for myself. Um, and then also today just going on like been doing okay, there's a lot, I'm jumping around, but I'm going back into doing things that scare me, I guess, to challenge myself, and I'll get back to that in a second. But I also been trying to do things that make me feel excited, do things for myself. And so today I actually just invited a bunch of my friends to go to like a going away party, basically, on the little last get together, and gonna sing at karaoke. Which on the topic of doing my phone, sorry. There we go. On the topic of doing things that scare me. Every time. And it's so funny because I'll get like really nervous to kind of push off karaoke. And then once I'm there and I'm like actually doing it, I'm like, oh, I want to do that again. Like it's interesting because I love doing it, but then doing it makes me scared. But then I still want to keep doing it. It's I don't know. But so I invited a bunch of people for that. So I'm super excited to see who all will come and even if to see if people will sing with me because I think that's fun just having like putting other people out of their comfort zones too. Um, but on that note too, I've been wanting to do. There's layers to this. Or there's like, oh yeah, sorry. I've not ate yet today, so my brain's kind of a little fried. Um, let me slow down for a second. I feel like I'm talking fast. Woosah. Okay. I on challenging myself, I've also been I do this in general. But like when I would go to concerts and stuff, like I would make bracelets specifically for the concert and then I would give them out. And that was always like kind of nerve-wracking or whatever, but I just did it for fun. But now I'm taking a little bit of a step further and for I'll make a little like I made I don't have them with me right now, they're in my bag. Um I have like a little goodie bag of like filled with like other bracelets. So they have bracelets, like stickers, sometimes other stuff, and then a little note. And in that little note, it's just like a little message just saying like, hey, why don't you give me a follow, or subscribe to my YouTube. So it's a way to promote myself, but also giving back and giving something, a free little gift for a random person, going up to someone like, hey, you want a free bracelet? Hey, you want a free bracelet? That has been nerve-wracking, but I also just tell myself they don't have to subscribe, and it doesn't hurt to ask, because if they do subscribe, then hey, they get to find my videos and hopefully enjoy them and want to stick around. Um, and they're also just helping me on my journey. But in a small return, I give them a free bracelet and some stickers. Um, so it's still nerve wracking, but that is something I've been challenging myself doing, because I really want to put myself out there more, because I love doing YouTube and I love doing my art, and I'm still going to be sharing my art and music on here, but as I've said before, like like creative energy kind of comes and goes, right? And so getting to the flow state is what helps me. Having some discipline helps me as well, but for the most part, like I still need that flow. Um, so I did that. I still have a lot of bracelets to give out, but it's small steps that I've been doing. So, if you receive a bracelet from me and if you're here from me giving you a bracelet, hi, thank you so much for taking the time to check me out. I really do appreciate it, and every little bit helps me. Um, I lost my train of thought. What was I gonna say next? Oh, another thing I've been doing is kind of paying it forward. So, actually made, funny enough, bracelets again. But also writing like a short, meaningful card and giving it to the people in my life that I've made here, like as like a way of showing my gratitude for their kindness, and like how they treated me during this time and how much I'll miss them, you know. And I wanted to leave them with a little um card and bracelet as a little gift to them, just as a way to say thanks. And it's not just like the friends I made, like it's also like the guests that came into the store who were patient with me every day and formed a little bond with me, even though like they made me feel human, you know. So I wanted to also pay it forward to them, and it's so funny because doing it, I'm like excited, oh, so excited to do. And then when they come in the store, and I'm like, oh, I have to give them the bracelet, and then my heart like drops a little bit. Well, I won't say drops, but it gets like I start like I've been trying to change the phrase where I'm not scared but excited. But sometimes when your heart starts racing, like the adrenaline, um, it's adrenaline. So sometimes adrenaline is scary, but it's also like in that situation trying to see like I'm excited to give this to them. And I remember I had this one person, I gave them their gift, like, oh, can I open it right now? I'm like, oh, if you want to. And I was so nervous because always, I do like people opening gifts in front of me, but also I don't, because it just like, I don't know, it can go both ways. And she was so sweet. She's like, oh my gosh, this is so sweet. She put the bracelet on right away. Oh, so sweet. She said she was gonna miss me, and I am definitely gonna miss her too. But that was, just like those small interactions. Like they've already done enough for me. They've helped me feel like I belonged, So like the fact that she even like went the extra and like put the bracelet on in front of me, like that was just so meaningful. Um, what else have I been doing? Um, this weekend, I'm going to be going around town. I got, because on the topic of like paying it forward. I don't drink soda, like really. Um, and there was like an event at work, and they gave us all like free sodas, and like, oh hey, I don't want the rest, take it. And I was like, I don't, you know what? I was like, since no one else is taking it, I'll take it. So I have the sodas in my fridge right now, and I'm just gonna give them to like the homeless people in our community. Just it's freaking like 100 degrees outside, I'm like, hey, you want a soda? Here you go. Just kind of just I don't need it, so I just thought I'd just give it to them. I won't record any of those, probably not, because I just feel, for me, it feels weird recording that kind of stuff. Um, but I still wanted to talk about it and share it. Because hey, when life gives you a 12 pack of soda that you don't drink, you just give it out to people for free. So that's what I'm doing this weekend when I have time before work. But yeah, and I love making bracelets. Bracelet making is so much fun. I have this little idea that I want to start doing. Um, like going to like events and like having like, oh, free bracelet or whatever, and then having people like sit down with me and I make them um a bracelet, like a custom bracelet that they want, and then in return they'll get it for free, but I'll just ask them to subscribe to me before I make it for them, as another way to put myself out there, but also as a way to just connect with more people. So that's gonna be a fun idea that I have, or like that I want to do, but that won't be till after I move, because I want to do that in the new community that I'm in. Um, is the idea nerve-wracking? Yes, but also it sounds so exciting, and I just, that for me, like, talking with people is the most fun part. Also, I don't know if it's catching on the mic. There's a weird squeaking noise that keeps happening in my throat. I don't know what that is. It happens, I wouldn't say rare, but it happens enough that, like, I remember when it first started happening, my mom was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "What?" She's like, "Your voice, like, it sounds different." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Um, and she mentioned it like, years ago. And I never heard it, never heard it, never heard it. And then as I got older, I started noticing it more, and I was like, it's just weird. I don't know why it does that, but if you're hearing a squeaking noise, that's what that is. I'm gonna drink some water real quick. Um, I don't really know what else to share. I feel like there's so much happening, but then also I don't want to say nothing happening, because that's not what's like, that's not what's happening. Oh, gotta bear with me, guys. I'm like so out of my routine right now. Um, yeah, a lot has happened, but also, like, I don't know. I think when I compare it to certain things, I guess then it feels like if I compare it to my room, like, it looks like nothing has happened, but also like I've gotten rid of like donated like what 3 boxes full of stuff. Um, so there has been stuff happening. I'm trying to give myself credit that I am making those baby steps each day. But I don't really know what else I wanted to share. I think that's it. I mainly just want to show off my plants, because I wanted to at least start somewhere of like, hey, these are updates on my plants, because I wanted to still document that part of my life. Oh, I did finish the second book of the Mortal Instruments, in case anyone's curious about my reading journey. And maybe I'll have to do like a little like series of like my book reading experience. Don't get me wrong, I love the story, but that book did frustrate me to the point where I almost didn't want to read the third book. But after sleeping on it, I was like, I want to read the third book. So, I'm on to the third book of that series. And then I do have 2 other books that I want to read after this. How many books am I at? Because my goal this year was to read 7. Because last year I read 5. So I did Sunrise on the Reaping, Curious Tides. I did just finish the second Mortal Instruments. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. And then now I'm starting the third book. Um, I feel like I'm forgetting a book, but I think that's all the books I read. So I'm still like, I feel pretty good with the pace I'm going. I definitely, but there are like, after I finish this this third book. I have 2 more books that I want to read this year, so that would put me at 7. The other one is like The Faceless Things We Fear or something. I forget the title at the top of my head. My partner bought it for me, and I've been wanting to read it. And then the other one is I found out Matt Hage came out with a new book, and it looks very similar to The Midnight Library, but I believe it's called The Midnight Train. I want to read it so bad, so those are going to be my next 2 books. My phone, sorry. I keep getting notifications because I texted a bunch of people, and I forgot to turn my phone on, like, do not disturb while I record this video, because now I keep getting distracted. But feeling a lot better. Definitely was going through an overwhelmed period, and I didn't really want to, like, share that because I feel like I already shared it once in my life where I was, like, yeah, very vulnerable, like, crying on camera with how emotional I was, but I didn't want to put that energy out into the universe. I wanted to just share this part of, like, hey, I feel really good and excited for this adventure, and I'm pushing through it, and overcoming it. But I think that's it. I think I'm gonna go and actually continue my morning routine because I still need to shower and eat breakfast, and I still want to work on writing more letters because I still have, like, at least 10 more cards I need to write, and 10 more bracelets I need to finish. So, yeah, I want to make sure I get all that done, because I want to make sure everyone gets their letters and bracelets for me. So, I gotta go so I can go and do that. But I love you all so much, and thank you all for just supporting me and watching these videos and being subscribed and liking the video, because it all really helps me. And it's giving me an opportunity to just be myself and share the things I want to share. So yeah, thank you all so much, and I hope you have a wonderful and safe day. Okay.